guys, number 13. And we'll continue with triplets. Continue with triplets. And one thing I wanted to talk about, the metronome really quick. With the drum set, without pads, without these things, you need, which I know you guys have all the phone, a good phone, and headphones. It's really the only way you can play with a metronome and a drum set live. And, you know, when I was a kid, I played with albums with headphones, and closed headphones are the best. But you can get apps on your phone for even talking metronomes. And but this kind of a metronome really isn't good for real live drum set playing. But I use it sometimes here because I'm playing with pads, or I'm playing with brushes, or some of the videos I've done. I play with different kinds of sticks that are light. So with that, this week we're going to work on 16th-note triplets. Now, the drumming world now community is filled with people talking about sextuplets, and it goes back. I remember getting a book when I was a kid, a Dave Tuff book, who was an older big band drummer, great big band drummer, and sextuplets is just a group of six. 16th-note triplets, you have 6 notes, and in 4/4 time, one of those sextuplets, just one of them, a group of 6 would be equal to a quarter note. So it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and a lot of people count it different ways. But 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the thing about a sextuplet is, you have, if you listen to Dave Weckl, you listen to Steve Gadd, or any modern drummer, there's a lot of stuff you can do with sextuplets. And they sound good, they groove, and you can do things like, just real simple. 1, 2, okay? So we have 1, 2, 6. Did you hear that sound? It sounds really cool, and it's not that hard. Again, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's one of the things I'll never forget. A local drummer, Don Moyo, taught me that. And here's another thing that you hear a lot of guys do that's pretty simple in the beginning. Alan Dawson used to do this. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that kind of stuff. And that's just little easy things. But of course you get Dave Weckl, and there's so many combinations with, let's take a 6-stroke, let's take a double paradiddle. Right, left, right, right, left, left. And what we could do is, a lot of guys, you go like this. You can go, you reverse it. You can go the double from the bass drum, do a double, and then come up here, and then come up here. There's so many combinations, and there's so many great channels where guys really transcribe sextuplet things, and you can really get into a lot of stuff. And people transcribing fills, if you will, or licks. You know, I tend to stay away from that because my channel is primarily for people who want to learn, new guys, and I think that there's enough people doing that kind of stuff, licks, licks, which I think is the trouble with that is it can get into a lot of homogenization with drumming. I grew up in a time where you came up with you listened to people and studied, and there was less social media, so you were able to come up with your own stuff. So that's why I give you the exercises I give you. So we're all unique, and you can come up with your own stuff. So let's do some stuff with this. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and play free. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4 See that so you come up with different permutations, add the bass drum, playing simple. That's what's so beautiful about the sextuplet. You come up with real funky stuff. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 See how hip that is? You see how cool? So it's you know, it's not just about mechanics. It's not just about technique. All this stuff makes you a better drummer, and why not? Why not be exposed to a lot of different stuff, you know? And people that are against mechanics, and we don't need them anyway. They can listen to other people, and you know, you can do great stuff and create, you know? So work on this. A lot of great stuff, you know, a lot of great funk stuff and jazz stuff with a sextuplet. 1 and 2 and have a ball. I'll see you next week. All right.